called Pomodori al Rosso, and this is made from tomatoes and cheese. And so we are making caramel custard first. Caramel custard is completely ready, and I will be first just look at this, the monsoon climate, the monsoon season has come and I'm really excited. I love the rainy season and it gives me a different kind of an excitement. First of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much. Some of them have even cooked a few dishes and sent me pics. So keep doing that. I'm loving it. I'm planning to make a different dish, and that is an Italian dish called Pomodori al Rosso. And this is made from tomatoes and cheese and rice. So all these ingredients are available at home, so easily we can make it. So vegetarian dish, and the second dish would be caramel custard. So caramel custard is everybody's favorite, but this recipe will be a vegan recipe because I will not be adding any eggs to this. Without eggs, we will be making a
caramel custard.
I know everybody's excited. Even I'm excited to make it and eat it too. So today is the mood for
caramel custard.
Caramel custard, and we are going to make it. And I would like to add one thing. Thanks to all my subscribers. Y'all are really wonderful, awesome people. I love you all. And y'all have been so good. Y'all have subscribed to me, y'all watch my videos, and maybe some of them have even tried the recipes which I have shown them. It has come really well and they have made a good start. I'm really proud of them. Believe me, I am so happy to see all the pics of the recipes which people have made from my channel. Let's go to the kitchen. So now we'll start. We'll put one cup of sugar in a pot like this and add a little bit of water to it. Allow this to caramelize. So see over here, the sugar is caramelizing as we are stirring it. It should become brown in color. So we are making caramel custard first. All the sugar and the water which I had added along with it has been caramelized. Remember, you have to put 1 cup of sugar and just 2 or 3 spoons of hot water. Once this is done, you have to keep it aside and let it harden a little bit. So let us keep this aside. On the stove, I have kept a pot on that stove, and I'll be adding 2 cups of milk to this. To this I will be adding 3 teaspoons of custard powder. This is vanilla flavored custard powder. So I'll be mixing this along with the milk. Now to this I'll be adding a cup of sugar. Now we are whisking our custard powder, sugar and milk mixture. To this I will be adding a cup of yogurt. To this I'll add half a tin of condensed milk. We can just strain it because we need a smooth batter. So we will strain all of this, and we need the custard to look really plain and smooth. Caramel, look at the caramel. It has really stiffened up in the mold. So we'll be making it in this container. So we should wait till it becomes a little hard. The caramel should become a little hard, and slowly we should add this prepared custard mixture into it like this, gently, so that the lower layer of the caramel doesn't get disturbed. But it should be a little hard. Remember that before pouring this. Only then you start pouring it. Instead of adding custard powder and yogurt, you all can add eggs to your caramel custard. And now I'll be covering this with a silver foil and put it into the steamer for steaming, and I'll have to steam it for 25 minutes. I have kept this into the steamer and steam it for 25 minutes. So as my caramel custard is cooking, it is steaming in the steamer, I'll show you how to make a Roman dish. This is also a vegetarian dish. It's made of tomatoes. So tomatoes, we need big tomatoes for this. So we'll have to cut the tomatoes like this. So we are cutting the tomatoes like this, and we have to remove all the pulp from inside like this. And we have to put it inside a bowl, collect it all inside a bowl. Remove everything from inside, all the pulp, and we shouldn't be throwing it away. We'll be using it further now. But we'll create some space inside the tomatoes. Only the skin should be left. As well as we'll cut a little part of this, the underneath part, so that our tomatoes are able to stand like this. So I'll do this to all my tomatoes the same way. So now to these tomatoes, just look at these tomatoes. I have removed all the pulp from inside. I'll be adding a spoon of salt to this for seasoning, that's it. And I'll be just sprinkling a bit of pepper over this, black pepper. Now we have to cook rice for the risotto. For this I have taken a pot on my stove, and I'll be adding 3 tablespoons of olive oil to this. So we have to use olive oil to get really good flavor. And now I'll be adding a few cloves of garlic to this. Garlic is a very important ingredient if you're making Italian food. And now I'll be stirring this. Let all the flavors of the garlic get infused into the oil. Now see, look at this. Now to this I will add a few sprigs of rosemary. If you don't have rosemary, it's okay, but if you have, your dish will get a beautiful flavor. It gives a beautiful Italian flavor. This is rosemary. It is a herb. It is an Italian herb. So you have to add this to your oil. So this is all frying away. Now to this, all the tomato pulp I had removed. Right now I'll be adding all of this into the oil and let it cook for just half a minute. To this I'll be adding 1.5 cups of washed risotto rice, and let this cook together with a pinch of salt to it. I'll add a little bit, a teaspoon of salt to this. That's it. As this is cooking, I'll add some water to this so that the rice cooks very well. Okay, as our rice is cooking, we have kept a pot on the stove, and we'll be adding a cup of olive oil to this, and we will put I have chopped cubes of 3 potatoes, and I'll be frying this in the oil along with a little bit of salt and a sprinkle of pepper. I will be adding some oregano to this and let it cook for a while. So our rice is almost cooked. Look at this, look at the consistency. Now we have added Parmesan cheese to this. We can add any kind of cheese which we like. We can add 2 kinds of cheese too, Parmigiano as well as mozzarella cheese. So whichever cheese it's available in your kitchen, you can add that, and let this risotto become really soft like this. The consistency should be like this, and let all the water evaporate while it's cooking. Now our rice is cooked and ready, so we'll take all the tomatoes which we had just marinated with salt and pepper, and we'll fill them like this into all the pockets which we had created. So let all these rice go inside. Now look at all these rice-filled tomatoes. We'll be placing it in this pot with the potatoes one by one, like this. Now grate some cheese over this. This and let it cook for 5 minutes till the tomatoes become really soft. Look at this, it's looking so beautiful. It's like cooking away and all the cheese has melted. The potatoes have been fried. We have to even add a few pods of garlic to this while it is cooking. So add a few pods of garlic. If people who love meat can add in this stage, can add some bacon or meat or fried chicken, shredded chicken or something like that which they like to eat. But this particular dish which I am showing you all today is actually vegan, so I'll not be adding any meat into this. Well, at this stage we have to keep back all the cut pieces of the tomatoes back on it, just for some good looks, you know. Not really, we're not going to eat it, but it just looks beautiful like this. Just take a look at this. Wow, it's looking really amazing. So along with the cheese, you have to remove this in this way and eat it after that. My pomodori al riso, the Italian Roman dish, is ready, and this weather is really awesome and my entire house is filled with the aroma of this dish cooking. I'm really excited to eat this because this is the right season to have all this kind of food, you know. This is really hot right now. So I'll just start eating this. Very delicate. The potatoes with the oregano and the flavor of rosemary and all the cheeses mixed together is tasting really awesome. This is a really lovely dish which steals your heart away. The olive oil tastes really fresh, and the potatoes along with it, the cheese and all, it's really tasting really good. I would suggest all of you all to cook this dish and try it at home. This dish costs a lot in the restaurants. Make this at home and try it. Happy eating. My caramel custard has got steamed. I have removed it from the flame and I had kept it for half an hour in the refrigerator to cool it down, and only after cooling down you have to demold it. So let me demold it right away in front of you. Now I will be first just scraping it out on the edges with a butter knife like this all over and loosen it up a bit. So I'll just loosen it up a bit like this, and I'll keep a plate over this like that, and look at this, my caramel custard is completely ready and I am going to have a taste of it. This is looking so juicy. Look at this, creamy, yum. You know, this is the best thing to eat ever in the entire world. Making this at home and having it is a complete pleasure. Look at the texture, guys. So wonderful. Look at the creaminess, the shininess. It's shining so well.
Hey, hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up quickly. Subscribe to my channel and stay connected. Share with your family and friends. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, keep it simple, Simply City.